Beerzerker. Okay, so got the Weihenstephaner VITUS Weizenbock. I can't remember if this is suggested by Beerzerker Garage or not. This is the Weihenstephaner I could find, unless he was talking about the Schneider Weiss. I don't know. Jeez. Synth. Shocking. So this is a 7.7% beer. So I figure with all the crummy beers I've been drinking lately, may as well drink something we know is going to be good. So I warmed this up a little bit. And it's got a really cool label for reason to bottle. Old school brewery, famous for the 3470 strain of lager yeast that you can buy for home brewing, which is amazing. We're gonna try to save this cap. Hopefully this doesn't fucking... I warmed it up a little bit. Ooh, that smells good. Wow. All right. You know this one's gonna be good. Oh. We'll save a little bit, see if we can slosh some of the dregs in there after. Yeah, so all the beers I've had from this brewery are amazing. This is really old brewery, and then I think that Schneider Weiss one is also really good. They brew kind of similar type of stuff. Well, pretty crushable for a beer with that much flavor in it. This has a lot of flavor. Being a wheat beer, so a certain amount of it's wheat, probably around 50% or something. I don't know what they're using, but a fair bit. You know how hazy that is? It's almost got like a Belgian triple type smell to it. It reminds me actually quite a bit of the La Fin du Monde and Unibrew beers a bit, but kind of I think I like this a little bit better. Very similar to that. Although those, I don't think that's a wheat beer, but similar in the yeast in them. Almost like this may have been boiled down, like reduced, in order to get it. Sorry about the music. This is not what I wanted. Here. There. This beer you should be drinking slow, but it's pretty fucking crushable. It comes in a 500 ml bottle. So what do I say we chuck the dregs and see if it improves it, eh? I don't know. It's pretty good. I'm gonna wait a little while. It's so good just like this. Kind of a nondescript hop bitterness, like real. There's nothing standing out hop wise in it. It's just you're tasting it. Definitely bitter, but it's not like. You're not like picking out earthiness or woodiness or pininess or anything like that. It's just. Okay, let's see if that improved it any. Smells pretty good. mellowed it out. So all those huge flavors just, it doesn't make it taste bad at all, though. It just makes it taste more like a session beer or something. Yeah, if it's too much for you, dump the yeast cake in. Mellows it right out. It's way easier drinking beer like that. But, you know, 50% of the flavor is gone. Yeah, and I warmed it up a little bit. It's still fairly cold, but not like, it's warmer than just like out of the fridge a bit. Not like by ton, but the fridge is usually 10 degrees Celsius. Cellar temperature is like, I don't know, 15 to 16, I think, technically, but I think usually it's a little warmer than that. But what's room temperature? 18 degrees. So yeah, this is probably like between 12 and 14 or something. Yeah, if I had to guess. I should have a thermometer in here, really, and tell you exactly what temperature it is. I used to do that. I used to have one of those. You know, I'm getting a little more of that yeasty flavor. Yeah, it mellows it right. It really cuts through that, like, Belgian triple. Because before it tasted a lot more like a Belgian triple, now it's tasting a lot more like a wheat beer. Well, I can't remember what I paid for this thing. It wasn't a lot of money. It was like just same price as a regular beer. Kind of like I can't imagine I paid more than $7 for that. You know, it was probably like, I don't know. So you buy a 4-pack of beers and they're $20 in a super can, which is a 400 ml, or what is it? They 500 ml cans, I guess. If I can't remember at the moment. Wonderful. And this is a 500 ml bottle, right? This is way better than buying a 4-pack of shitty craft New England IPA. You can buy 4 of these. Strong beer, I wouldn't want to drink it every day, but you know, you could relax with one of these. You get used to drinking this once a month, you know. Sit down in your chair with your cigar pipe and your tobacco or whatever the hell, or you know, relax and listening to your cheesy acid jazz cyber fusion. Yeah. Yeah, it's got a resiny, like boiled down flavor, if you know what I'm talking about. Like in some of those Belgian triples, like Duval, just like that sticky. Unibrews a bit like that with Dauphin du Monde. You're kind of getting that, and then you're getting like a wheat, like the Hefeweizen type finish, and then you're kind of picking up the hop bitterness, kind of with the like with the head of the beer, like with the foam. It's like kind of like, you know, wheat beer foam is like this pillowy, creamy, watery, I don't want to say neutral tasting, but like, it's just not. There's so much flavor in this beer that when you breathe in the cup, you can taste the beer before you drink it, like just from the vapor. Yeah, you can taste it just right. Breathe in it and like come out your mouth through your nose. You can taste it. This would be a good fall time beer, or summertime in the evening, or I guess winter time too would be good. This is just a damn good beer all around. Yeah, wouldn't want to drink it every day. It's got a lot of bitterness, malty bitterness with a little bit of alcohol. You can pick it up at 7.7. You're picking it up a bit. It's got a bittery kind of like malt liquor style aftertaste, you know? The same with Le Fin du Monde, right? I don't remember getting so much of that from Duval. I got to do another one of those. Me and Crawdad, we cross-compared 3 triples. We did Duval, Le Chouffe or Chouffe, whatever, and I think it was La Trappe. We side to side compared all 3 of those. And I think we both decided, but I definitely decided I like the Duval the best because it's kind of got that boiled down, resiny, like candyified wort to it. Like the beer it's like a yellowy, but it's like more of a candy glass yellow when you're looking through it. You know, kind of like you get in that color tone. You know, it's hard to get that without boiling your beer for 2 hours, right? You got to have pale malt and you got to reduce it. It's hard to get that by just adding toasted malts. I mean, you might be able to, but it seems like whenever I see a beer that looks like that, it's a 2-hour boil. And that's how they get their ABV up sometimes, right? And then they sure throw a little bit of candy sugar in, but you only want to do so much of that. And I don't know what it says on here. I don't think they put candy sugar in it. No, this is possible, but it's a German brewery, not a Belgian one, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it tastes a lot like Le Fin du Monde. Well, yeah, it's got a lot of bitterness in the finish, which comes with this beer style, almost like I did some of the homemade wine last night. It was kind of the same way. You get like that alcohol bitterness in the finish. It's almost as bad as a 14% fruit hooch for that, you know? If you ever had that homemade fruit wine, you know what I'm talking about. Wow. There's a lot of flavor there. I liked it before without the yeast in it. But the yeast didn't like make it taste worse or anything. It's just kind of like a preference thing. I think it really mellowed it out and gave it more like a Hefeweizen mouthfeel. Mellowed it out, smoothed it out like a half big time. It didn't really negatively affect the flavor. It just kind of erased it and replaced it with mouthfeel and like masked the harshness, but it also masked a bit of the flavor at the same time without really negatively affecting. It's like personal preference if you want to do that. Huh. That's a hard one to rate. Not a big fan. It's like a malt liquor bitterness in the back, but some of these high ABV, very popular beers like Le Fin du Monde, stuff like this, there's a lot of that in them. They kick hard too. Like these Belgian beers, it's like I can feel this already, and that's not normal to drink a 500 mils of beer and I can feel that. So you can tell it kicks different. Like I'm not saying this like I don't know. Imagine it's the fucking same as like a wit beer yeast or something in here because it tastes that way with the yeast. So yeah, usually wit beers are much low. Like my half I brew is much lower ABV than this. It doesn't kick like this, but this one kicks. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty hard to beat that for like the style and everything. It's pretty much perfect. Could you improve it by like, I don't know, barrel aging it or something? Yeah, there's stuff you could do to make it even better, I'm sure. But I mean, that's all hypotheticals and this and that. I mean, for if you want a fucking, because you bought a Weizenbock, you expect a Weizenbock, and this is a traditional brewery that fucking traditionally brews fucking shit like Weizenbocks. So in that regard, that's perfect. So if you want the Weizenbock, it's like, I don't know, I think Schneiderweiss might have one of these too. You have to go to these guys. The craft breweries, you know, I have never seen a craft brewery brew Weizenbock. Just saying, maybe you have. I don't know. I've never seen a craft brewery like fucking there's fucking Stone's Weizenbock. Like maybe they do, I don't know. But I've never seen one. I've never seen a fucking Weizenbock. I think I've seen home brewers and shit try to pull off an Eisbock, which these guys also make, which is really good. Whatever. I'm gonna 11 that out of 11 because for a Weizenbock, I mean that's the pinnacle of Weizenbocks. We already knew this before we opened it, but yeah, it holds up. It holds up. So don't have to worry about getting a bad. Nobody thinks, and you don't think you're gonna get it. Like no one's tuning into this and like, I wonder if it's any good. I wonder if Weihenstephaner's Weizenbock's any good. Of course, it's fucking good. So yeah, we'll just 11 that out of 11 and call it a perfect example of a Weizenbock. And I think at the end of the review, because like no one was questioning that. What are we asking? How come nobody else brews a Weizenbock? Right? Like you're all brewing New England IPAs, but nobody says, "Fuck, why don't we try a Weizenbock?" Or no, I didn't think there was that. No. Ads. I fucking purposely picked out shitty music so we wouldn't get ads. But you know what? Nowadays you can even pick shitty music and still get ads. So fuck it, we're gonna play good music from now on. That's how much the ads bother me. And then YouTube, they got a little fucking square in the corner now, so that you know, and they're fucking around. It's like you're gonna make it so I don't even fucking. They're wagering that we won't get off the internet, right? The politicians act like, oh, we're gonna cancel, we're gonna censor, we're gonna do this. They want you on the internet. Maybe they do, maybe I don't know what they want. Fuck. What was I talking about? Yeah, why does no one brew Weizenbocks? That's the question here. Like that's why we're this is like one of the only Weizenbocks you can actually buy that I know of. So why doesn't nobody? If you know of a Weizenbock that someone other brewery brews, put it in the comments. Hey, fucking Coors brews a Weizenbock. I don't think they do, but if they did, that would be neat. So Beerzerker, and I'm out. Yeah.